So I'm here with the famous and infamous Mr. Robert Lutz, Bob Lutz. How are you, Bob?
Good, Marvin. Hope same's true for you.
I'm great, Ed. I am great. Well, one of the things that we're going to do on Bob Lutz to the Max is we're going to tackle some of the important issues going on in this world today, especially in the United States. Because as we all know, we're in a new administration. And in 33 days, in my 50-something years on this planet, I have never seen so much happening when a new administration comes into office. You know, the one thing we all know is with any new administration, there's change. You know, no matter whether it's Republican or Democrat, every administration has to step in and with their own set of rules and everything else. So, but here's my question for you, because the difference here. What the heck is going on now?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We have a highly energetic president with a very clear-cut agenda. The other day, I would recommend this to everybody. They showed a YouTube video done 25 years ago when he was on Oprah Winfrey. And he was entirely consistent. He was talking about the same issues that he talked about during the campaign: jobs, the exportation of jobs, the U.S. being exploited by the oil-producing nations, the auto industry being destroyed by the Japanese, whom he saw as having an unfair advantage. So he's been entirely consistent. He has this set of beliefs. Some of them are not well grounded in economic fact, but many of them are. They're just basic truths, which is any economy is going to do better if there are good, solid manufacturing jobs for the middle class. So I think that's part of the platform that he got elected on. Also, you have an American public, the majority of which is tired of seeing transgender bathrooms being raised to the level of a national issue and all this political correctness stuff, universities no longer being capable of an exchange of opinion, First Amendment abridged because if the speaker is conservative, we don't want him on campus and everything. I'll tell you, the people who voted Donald Trump into office liked what he said. That's his agenda, and he's pursuing it. Is he going to make some mistakes? Sure. But I would disagree with one comment, or I would modify one comment you made when you said that every administration introduces changes. No administration has ever moved this fast and introduced this much change, some of it controversial, this fast. With 33 days in, most presidents haven't even done a fraction of what he's done in the first 100 days. So he's a highly active, proactive president. He's pushing a lot of people around, but he's going to get a lot of things done, for better or for worse. In my judgment, mostly for the better.
Okay, well, so let's go. With that being said, how do we differentiate between rhetoric and reality? Because Donald Trump ran on, he was at the end of his campaign, he was going to drain the swamp. Well, sometimes it looks like he's filling the swamp, because if you look at, he went after Hillary Clinton for her ties to Wall Street, her ties to Goldman Sachs. And then Donald Trump went on Goldman Sachs and started plucking members of his cabinet directly from Goldman Sachs. And there's this general feeling that he did this because he wanted a return back to the good old days. And wasn't Goldman Sachs and a lot of those financial institutions part of the financial crisis? So is he draining the swamp, or is he filling it in?
Well, I think he's probably draining it in many other areas. I don't have the knowledge of what led him to pick a senior Goldman Sachs executive for the post that he put him in. But the reality is, the U.S. Treasury cannot function without the U.S. banking system. So realism dictates that you can't just throw out the whole U.S. banking system and say a pox on all your houses and then look around for second-tier or third-tier banks or start working with Chinese banks or something. The banking system is part of the fabric of the nation. If he guides it properly, I think it's a good thing. I'm personally a client of Goldman Sachs, and I can tell you I'm extremely satisfied. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a satisfied customer.